What is up, Pats Nation? It is Patriots Global back here with another video and with breaking news. The New England Patriots have made yet another free agent signing, this one in wide receiver Dontrelle Inman. I made a video very recently saying how the Patriots were going to start making these free agent signings, and it seems like every day they are doing just that. Now, I don't want to brag, but I'm actually pretty happy with myself right now because I made a video a couple of months ago on some free agents that the Patriots could sign, and in that video, the first one I said was Dontrelle Inman. I just thought that he would be a really good Patriot. At the time, the Patriots didn't have much guys at wide receiver. Keep in mind, that was before they had gotten Demaryius Thomas, N'Keal Harry, all those guys. So Inman is a 30-year-old wide receiver, and I think, again, that is something that some of you guys might not like, is that the Patriots are not going, air quote, young enough. But again, I do not see an issue with that. I didn't have an issue with them signing a free agent tight end who was 38. I don't have an issue with them signing a wide receiver who is 30. Something to like about him, he is 6'3", 198 pounds, so he brings height to the Patriots wide receiver group. Now, the Patriots have added a lot of height with a lot of different wide receivers this offseason. They have more receivers over 6 foot now than they do under 6 foot. And this signing just proves more and more that the Patriots are trying to do something about this wide receiver core. But it also says something about them trying to replace Josh Gordon because they do not want to rely on Josh Gordon and the status of him, which is a smart move by the Patriots. Something to really love about this guy is that he is an excellent route runner, and I think that is one of the best things and one of the highest things to praise about him is his ability to be such a good route runner, and that is something that Tom Brady is going to like. Tom Brady is going to throw the ball in a place that just you can get it. That's something that he is really good at as a quarterback and ultimately just making good decisions, but he's going to follow the play. If he's going to give you a play, he's going to follow that play to a T and put the ball where he knows he needs to put it according to the play that he picked. So if you're not running the route right, you're not running a good crisp route, chances are you're not going to get, one, open very well, but two, get the chance to get the ball from Tom Brady. So I really like that the Patriots are adding a tall guy who can really run these routes. Something else I like about him is that he's very versatile. He's a guy that can play on the outside, and of course a guy who is 6'3", being able to play on the outside is very ideal, but he can also play on the inside. He can play in the slot. Now, he has found the most success playing in the middle of the field, playing in the slot, but with that being said, that doesn't mean he has not found success on the outside. That does not mean that he is mediocre on the outside. He's a guy that actually has some pretty decent speed, and you can see that in how he plays. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying he is a Andy Isabella, Brandon Cooks type of speed, but you can tell that he has the jets to be able to turn on. He has a really nice release. He's able to get away from defenders, but most importantly, he's actually a downfield threat. This guy has made multiple contested catches. He's able to catch in traffic. He has pretty strong arms for a guy who is just 198 pounds. He's a very slim guy. He isn't anything built. But if you just go and you watch his highlights, you will see what I mean by him being a downfield threat. And because of that, that might be an aspect that he has that can help separate him from the other Patriots wide receivers that they currently have right now, because he is going to be fighting for a roster spot. This guy is not a lock. Now, I will be rooting for him. I really like this guy. I think that he could do some really good things with Tom Brady and the Patriots, so I will be rooting for him to make the roster, but by no means is he a lock. Now, as of now, we do not know the terms of the deal. It is a one-year deal, but money-wise, we do not know what it is. Once money comes out, it will really help to determine how the Patriots see him, both as a receiver and his future with the team. So I'll be really curious to see exactly what he is making in that 1 year with the Patriots. But again, not a roster lock. He will have to fight. I mean, right now you're looking at Julian Edelman, N'Keal Harry, Demaryius Thomas, Braxton Berrios, just possibly Josh Gordon, all the other undrafted wide receivers, and so much more. So there is a lot of guys at the wide receiver position, and the Patriots are just going to keep adding, so he's going to truly have to fight. He has been with 3 different NFL teams since since coming into the NFL in 2014. He had 3 seasons with the Chargers and then went to the Chicago Bears in 2017 for only a little bit of the season. He ended up going back to the Chargers that season, and then this past season, 2018, he went to the Indianapolis Colts, where he was catching passes from Andrew Luck. In his 5 seasons, he has 158 receptions for 2,101 yards and 11 touchdowns. His most productive season came in 2016 with the Chargers, when he appeared in all 16 games and had 58 receptions for 810 yards and 4 touchdowns. For an undrafted signing, this guy has put up very, very respectable numbers and has also been pretty consistent. He's really averaged somewhere between 300 and 400 yards per season, and has had 3 seasons out of the 5 seasons that he's been in the NFL, he's had at least 3 touchdowns. He appeared in 9 games for the Colts last season, including 4 starts, and had 8 receptions for 108 yards and a touchdown in also those 2 playoff games. He has also had some issues with a couple of different injuries in the past. Now, with that being said, he isn't an injury-prone guy. He isn't someone you have to worry about constantly getting injured. That's not what I'm saying. But because of him dealing with some injuries, he has missed some games, which also has not helped with his stats. The Colts were actually interested in re-signing him. They wanted to get him re-signed. I know that they were talking about a contract. Obviously, nothing happened now that he's with the Patriots. I know the Lions were a team that brought him in. So he's been a fairly respected guy. I mean, as a free agent, he has gotten some hype. He has gotten some teams wanting to have him on their team around the NFL. All in all, this is a very good signing by the Patriots. Again, I really like it. I really like him. I like what he brings. He's going to be coming into, a team that has, again, the best quarterback in Tom Brady. They have the best coaching staff, so they can really help develop him, bring the best possible out of him. And as long as he brings it in training camp and in those preseason games, as long as he gets there, this could be a very nice addition for the Patriots in the long haul, especially, again, for someone who can be this downfield threat. But that is it for today's video. What are your guys' thoughts on this signing? More depth at wide receiver. A lot of you guys were worrying a few months ago, but it is really shaping out to be a very nice wide receiver core, and the Patriots are not done, I can promise you that. So what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Also, make sure you guys like and subscribe. That helps me, the channel, and even you guys out very, very, very much. Make sure you guys share this video with everybody you know so we can get the Patriots global family, and other than that, I will catch you guys in another video.